scene. TMG.
I think we should talk about title favourites. So we've seen Man City play. What do you think about Chelsea and Liverpool? Really, they're the two title protagonists.
Chelsea, they're very solid. They probably have the most clean sheets. They probably have the least good goals conceded. However, my issue with Chelsea is their attacking play, and you saw shades of it against Burnley. I don't know if they're going to score enough goals, and if Lukaku doesn't score enough goals, where their goals going to come from? They might have a lot of draws, and I feel, like I said at the start, I mean, you got to take the belt from City. I have faith in City, and they're proven to win a title without De Bruyne, basically. And if De Bruyne plays anywhere close to his level, as long as he stays fit, I reckon he'll find his form again. Then
they don't even need De Bruyne. They can still win the title.
They probably can't, but
Do you think?
Yeah, they've won it before. They've won a title.
Yeah, but that's a Van Dijk. That's a non-Van Dijk Liverpool.
Yeah, I thought it
back
Well, Van Dijk was there for half the season
but
when they they got a century.
But there's Liverpool with Van Dijk, and there's now Chelsea or Powers. I thought they would need De
Van
Bruyne.
Dijk, see, the Van Dijk thing, yeah, the myth of Van Dijk.
Wow, the myth.
The myth of what Van Dijk is going to do for Liverpool this year. It doesn't. He was there when they lost 7-2. You know, he was fit.
It's a game.
It's one game though.
Yeah, it was one game. But Van Dijk is dead. Liverpool are not on
Messi
the
was
same.
there when
They're not on the same
Barcelona
standard.
lost 8-2.
They're not on the same standard. And they
Or
don't have
7-2.
yeah, that's true.
Ronaldo was there when they lost 5-0.
Yeah, he was there, and he should have got.
I think was he there when Real Madrid lost 5-0?
He's been there when Real Madrid lost so many times.
So it's one game, like God, Jesus Christ.
The thing with my issue with Van Dijk, Liverpool, it's got Van Dijk he raises the floor for Liverpool, but the season when Liverpool won the league, they had a mission, they had a purpose. That Liverpool don't have that same purpose. Do they have the same purpose in their play? Are they playing the same? Are they playing in the same form? Mane was the season they won. People say Mane was the best player in the world. You're saying that, not me. A man that came on this pod said that Mane was better than Neymar.
Yeah, but he said it's the best
the best player ever.
That's
Mane,
blasphemy.
Yeah.
Let me just
very blasphemy. I mean, Liverpool, yeah, obviously, the only really Salah is really performing to that level. I mean, Van Dijk's still solid in my opinion, but he's still come from injury.
And they were very, very lucky that season.
Why?
Teams will go there to Anfield, have so many chances, and they weren't tucking it.
Yeah, it's true, but for me, he's injured right now. He looked like he was going to regain some of that form, but he unfortunately got injured. Hopefully Jota can pick up the slack, but Jota offers something different. But Mane is off the pace. In the midfield, Thiago hasn't really reached the heights that we'd want from a player like Thiago. But then I think it could be just a bad fit.
Too many injuries.
The injuries, but I just think he could be a bad fit. Potentially, who knows, because they aren't wanting him to be the creator to fill a gap in their team, but he potentially could be a bad fit. Fabinho's very solid. Trent and Robinson are there. I mean, Liverpool will be there or thereabouts. They could be second, they could be first, they could be third. But I feel, City will win the title.
City win the title. I think people. I can't deny Chelsea. I just don't know. I just the way Chelsea defend is just like. I just don't see how they obviously they won't drop a lot of points.
Draw games,
they won't lose.
I think they'll start drawing games.
They'll draw. But the thing is with Man City will rack off 10 wins, 11, and then they just get lazy. That's my doubt for for City winning the league. They have a lazy.
The only real doubt for City for me is that the league's not their priority. The priority is the Champions League.
Yeah,
so when it gets to the nitty gritty, yeah, I mean that's their priority because they win the title, you won it again. Wow, the Champions League. That's what they need. So in that regard, that's the real way I could see them like faltering. Of course, if they just fall off the pace, then yeah.
They have so much depth, man. So you have so much attacking depth. I think Chelsea's attack is so rubbish. I think they've got the worst attack out the top 7.
The thing
top
is
10.
Chelsea have so many players. They have so many players.
They just
so many attacking players.
It just doesn't work for them.
It just doesn't work. I don't know why.
Havertz is just too lackadaisical. It lacks, it's languid, it lacks intensity. Ziyech, it's like a nothing player. It looks good.
Well, Pepe vibes.
Yeah, hey, bro. Pepe might be better than him.
Don't give him, nah, come on.
I think Pepe is better than Ziyech, man. I'm not even going to say that.
I don't want that.
Pepe probably scores more goals than him.
Pepe, the worst.
That's the worst signing that Arsenal made.
That's the worst century million player I've ever seen.
I was backing him for a bit.
Ban me on ice. What, is he fit?
He's fit.
He's on the bench.
On the bench.
Give it Saka.
Doesn't matter. Saka, aye, bro. If Saka's the guy you're relying on, you're not gonna finish top 4. That's what I'll say to Arsenal.
How old Saka?
20. I said if he's give him some years. Maybe he
He's
can
progressing every
Yeah,
day.
he gets better every
He's
game.
looking more menacing now these
Yeah, I
days.
think Smith
When
Rowe's better than him.
Smith Rowe probably is better than him.
Yeah, I told you. Smith
But,
Rowe's better than him.
Saka's he's looking more menacing.
He's alright. He's just British.
Hmm?
It's alright. Saka's good. It's good. It's
I
alright.
think Saka's a good player.
Yeah, he's a good player. Like, he's just good.
Yeah,
He's good and consistent.
He's on the trajectory to become a very good player.
Never going to be world class.
He might have
That's a bit harsh, 20 years old.
20 years old, I know what world class looks like.
Define what you require from a world class player.
I need to get, for his position,
Yeah.
10 goals. I need him to be averaging 10 goals, 10 assists.
A season.
Yeah, double.
All comps?
League.
League.
Like, what about all comps?
All comps. Give me 15.
15. So 30 contributions. I think he can get that points in the future, yeah.
Points in the future, you think so?
Yeah.
I think
Smith will probably can get that.
I think Smith Rowe can get that this season. I can't even lie to
15,
you.
15 or
I think
10.
he'll get 10-10.
10-10.
Yeah, Smith Rowe's he's got that shot.
Smith
He's
Rowe's
got more.
changed, yeah.
Smith Rowe is around, like, he's around the action more than Saka. Like, he's got an eye for
He's got
a goal, yeah.
Saka's not as clinical. It's weird because you have guys that have good shots. Like Saka, or they can strike the ball well.
Yeah, he can strike the ball well.
But it's
he
different
can't
between
shoot.
finishing and like long shots or put the ball in. Like the composure
difference.
required.
But
Like
Sterling, the thing is, that what I would say is that Saka hits the ball better than Sterling. Sterling, I could know. At one point, I didn't even know how Sterling was hitting the ball. He literally was not. He hit the ball with no power, but then he became a proficient finisher. So there's hope you can learn.
Yeah, because Sterling's the opposite end. He can finish, or he gets off tap his whatever. He gets goals, but his long shots they're pitiful. But he scores a lot of goals. So there's a difference between, like, for example, who else is there? No, not that one. But I forgot him. So we need that. But there's a lot of guys that are good at one, but they're not good at the other one.
Yeah. Hey man, it's what it is. That's why I wish I could just combine Lacazette and Aubameyang. That would be a great striker. If you could just combine the two together, put their skills together, then they'll be a great striker. But apart, both of them are terrible, man. I hate them so much. Man. Don't play them together against Liverpool. We'll get pammed. We can't have two passengers in the pitch.
Really? But that 4-4-2's been working.
It's working. Yeah.
It's been working.
Don't play. I just said don't play them against Liverpool.
Oh, against Liverpool.
Against Liverpool. Against the other team. Even against United, you can bang them. But those guys don't play.
You're always going to play Odegaard.
Odegaard on track.
Odegaard. I'm not trying to have Odegaard at the moment. He's been smelling. Every time he came, actually, Aubameyang stole his goal. But
Aubameyang stole his goal.
that was so stupid. Yeah, he's playing against him. He's a punk.
Nanny vibes.
Aubameyang, even the same Aubameyang that missed the penalty. I don't know about him, but we have to play him because he's dangerous. Hey man, Arsenal. What I like about Arsenal is when Partey plays, because I feel confident in our midfield. Partey is press resistant. He can receive the ball.
Is he?
Yeah, he can receive the
To an
ball.
extent, yeah, I'd agree.
He can receive the ball from different angles.
He can.
He doesn't feel like under pressure. He can only turn one way like a certain man that.
Fridge.
Yeah, certain man that plays in Arsenal midfield sometimes.
I mean, the reason I say is because he is, from what I've seen, but since in the Prem, he's got caught on the ball.
He gets caught on the ball. So dumb.
Like, it's led to goals a lot.
Yeah.
It's led to the Palace goal.
Yeah.
White has been impressive. And more impressive than I thought he was. When he steps out of defence, he does initiate attacks for Arsenal, which I didn't know he had that ability, which is really good. Gabriel's been solid.
Yeah,
Arsenal got a good, getting a good spine
Just
together.
give me Saliba back as the backup.
Saliba's never playing for Arsenal again.
You don't think?
He's never ever. Why would Arteta's already set up his stall that he thinks White he's gonna play White and Gabriel? What's Saliba?
We need more centre backs.
Yeah, but you needed the centre backs.
He
that
didn't
Arsenal
trust
have
it.
in
He should've-
reserve.
Last year Arsenal were at the lowest point.
Yeah.
And he didn't even consider him. He wasn't even playing Europa League. Arsenal were awful. He didn't even play Europa League.
Yeah, no.
So that just tells me that this guy doesn't respect him that enough.
So who else is there? You got Gabriel, Holding, Ben White. Who's the fourth one?
Pablo Mari.
Hey.
But I think he believes that. I think Tomiyasu. He thinks Tomiyasu can play centre back as well.
Who's the right back then? Chambers. Oh, there's Chambers. I forgot.
Chambers.
Yeah.
Even Maitland-Niles could do a job there if he's not attitude
He's
bougie.
got attitude for that. He's too busy. Hey, Tomiyasu's good.
He's been a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, he's very good. He's better than I expected, and he helps Arsenal because he's not as attacking
More balance.
Yeah,
it balances the
very
sides.
balanced,
When
yeah.
when Tierney plays, when he's fit, it balances the sides.
Tavares, he's up and down.
Tierney stinks, man.
Do you
Until he
think?
gets fit, man. I know I'm trying to hear this, man. It's just, I need reliable players, especially after only playing, one game a week.
100%.
And you're injured all the time.
Always
It's
injured.
just, what's the point?
Yeah.
And this is a man with bags of quality. He's got like bags of him and Saka shouldn't play on the same side. I don't think that works.
Yeah.
But he's got bags of quality, and you're constantly injured. It just doesn't make sense anymore. Like that's why we have to get that Nuno guy.
Yeah, it's a
That
good
PMP, that PMP guy.
Nuno's done well when he's played. He's done well.
And Ramsdale. Hey man, Arsenal.
Ramsdale's looked like
What do you-
pleasant surprise recently. So yeah.
What do you think though for Arsenal this season? Where do you think the finish is going to be? Would you
Anything in top 6, and I'll be happy as an Arsenal fan.
you'd be happy with top 6?
Yeah.
You're not getting.
I'm not gonna get my
ahead of
hopes up and
yourself
say
over
yeah,
these
because
results.
if I look at Arsenal, I say okay, teams like Arsenal are better than. We're better than teams are better than Arsenal. Okay, so you got the top 3, and then you say okay, are Arsenal better than West Ham at the moment?
I think it's a
The
toss of a coin. Yeah,
Toss of a coin.
I thought West Ham would be us if we played.
Yeah, Man United.
United under Solskjaer at the moment.
On paper, United better, but in reality,
Yeah, on paper, I'd say they're better, but football isn't played on paper.
So that's it. What happens with Spurs? Spurs are not like what they're like 3 points behind us.
4 better than Spurs.
You better than Spurs.
I think it's close between us and Spurs.
It's close by 4.
I think it's close. Like I don't know.
They got like
Now
then,
with Conte there
then
as well.
that's a kind of cut off line. It's like then there's like Wolves and Everton and them. That's like if Arsenal are awful.
Yeah, I think we're better than Wolves.
Well, Wolves are better than Wolves. Yeah, so that's
But Leicester.
That's Leicester.
Yeah,
Leicester's the team that's there. So that's like
my boy Tillemans.
it's like what 4, 5. That's like 4 teams competing for that top 4.
Yeah.
So there's anyone can miss out. Arsenal. The lucky thing that Arsenal have is that they have no other commitments.
Yeah. One game every week.
One game every week. So that puts you in a good headspace. But Arsenal getting injuries. Partey's missing games. So Xhaka's missing for a while.
Yeah.
You know, if we start getting injuries to our attackers, or Saka, if a Saka gets injured or Smith Rowe,
Yeah, God forbid.
then what
That
happens?
means Pepe's
You're back to
coming
Pepe.
into the team. Oh my God.
You're back to Pepe. If 2 of them get injured, then what's Arsenal's winging situation? We don't have wingers like that.
Yeah. That's when it became. It's Pepe one side, maybe Odegaard the other side.
Yeah.
And Saka.
Stinky.
Very
We don't even have what wingers does Arsenal have? Martinelli.
Oh, Martinelli.
Arteta hates him.
Yeah.
Arteta literally hates him.
Why does he hate him?
I don't know. He just hates him. Anyway, forget about this. Interesting this topic. I asked in the quick questions about Salah and Benzema, and right now people do say that they're the 2 best players in the world.
Is that what they say?
That's what the streets are saying.
Well, there's no way Lewandowski's not on the top 2.
Lewandowski shouldn't be in this.
There's no way
Plays
Lewandowski's
in
not on
the
the top 2.
plays in the Bumba League.
It doesn't matter.
Plays in the Bumba League.
I agree with that.
Doesn't but the
That
Champions League
ain't a real league.
It's not really
Champions League.
Champions League. Hey, the stats. Hey, I saw a stat that if you take all of Lewandowski's goals away in the Champions League one, they'll still win the Champions League.
Which one? The one they won.
Yeah. You take all his goals away. He never scored the first or second goal, you know.
Show me the stats.
I'm sorry.
What I know is he's played 100
Hey,
Champions
check
League
it.
games, 81 goals, I think 23 assists or 22 assists.
Yeah, he's a great player,
Wait,
but he's
wait, wait, get
he's not the best player in the world right
Let
now.
me get up.
Yeah, I
23.
can never
He's up there.
say Lewandowski's the best player in
He's
the
right
world.
up there. He's right up there. I can't lie. He's right up there.
No, you're trying to be different, man.
It's not about different. Lewandowski's right up there.
Don't be difficult.
I
It was good. It was the best player in the world last year, maybe.
Over the 2 seasons, he's number 1 for me.
But we're not talking about over the 2. I'm talking about.
We're talking about from the start of this season to now, then I'll give it Salah. And Benzema maybe. But over the 2 seasons, he's right up there for me. The season last season, they got that Champions League. He was injured.
Yeah.
If he's fit, they beat PSG.
What else did he win? He
I
only
don't
won
think they beat
Bundesliga as well last season.
PSG, they weren't really convinced. If Lewandowski's fit, boy.
How do you know?
Some of the
Maybe
chances that fall into
Choupo-Moting.
Choupo-Moting and Sane.
Was Choupo-Moting at Bayern then?
Yeah.
Falling into Choupo-Moting. It was falling to Lewandowski.
Choupo-Moting scored though.
He scored, he
Yeah.
scored.
But Lewandowski would have scored more.
Are you sure?
Lewandowski, you know what Lewandowski would have done? He would have peeled off from Kimpembe, he would have worked him and scored.
Well, okay, in this
Marquinhos is a bit...
what
he's a
kind
bit-
of goal did Lewandowski score in that Champions League one? Let me ask you.
With the one they won?
Yeah.
We probably got a couple against Barcelona, they're thrashing.
Yeah, but he didn't score the first. He didn't even score in the first 3.
Thrashing.
He scored 1 in that game.
Well, as I said, you could do that's a decent stat. I need to look into. I wasn't aware of that stat. Like I said, Season was there, they win the Champions League. Season's injured.
I'm just asking you.
I'm saying that facts as well. The season is injured, they get knocked out by PSG.
And what's they doing this season?
Last season, he played against PSG in the final, they won.
That's true. Did he play well?
Wasn't the match winner
It
though.
was not the match winner.
But
He
he
was just there.
He played well. He dragged the tension away from Koeman and allowed Koeman to do his thing.
Whoa.
Now you're
That is a
stretching
reachy.
it.
Lewandowski,
Reachy.
top player. I mean, the only thing we lacks is probably like.
So if we were to do Ballon d'Or for 2021, you give it to Lewandowski, yeah?
No, not necessarily. But I'm saying that's over the 2 years. For this year, it's time.
I know who they're giving it to.
They're gonna give it to Messi.
Yeah, of course.
Salah hasn't, because I think people get a misconception about it. The Ballon d'Or is basically done on the back end of last season. Like
Yeah, it's not done on this.
the start of the new season is only when it's really close. So maybe someone wants a stat pad, or maybe the season one, the season Ronaldo won it. They got because they qualified for the Euros and that. It's gonna be really messy. I mean, yeah, Benzema, even though won Nations League, didn't really do much Champions League.
And he
Liga wasn't much. Salah, what did he win? I don't think did Liverpool win?
Liverpool won nothing.
Yeah, it's gonna get Messi
Can't
won
be
Copa
Salah.
America.
What, Jorginho?
Oh, there's no way Jorginho. If Jorginho wins it, I'm gonna stop talking on football.
Jorginho wins it. Shay. Hey, bro, you held that hair because he might win it, you know. There's a lot of people that he got a buzz. And he won UEFA Player of the Year.
He cannot win.
He won UEFA Player of the Year. So he's got buzz. And he can say, I won Champions League. I won. Hey, Mia, I don't want that to happen because if he wins it, football's not in a good place. Because what has he really done? He doesn't even. I don't even know when's the last time he played for Chelsea. I don't even. Who switches on to see a Jorginho game? Do you switch on and think, Jorginho's playing?
I'm watching Chelsea for Jorginho.
Georgie.
They was watching it for him.
He's a good player, and he's proved a lot of people wrong. Because when he first came to Chelsea, obviously adapted to the new league, the pace of the Premier League, he was getting a lot of slander, and rightfully so. But I don't know, like he's won a lot of trophies, yeah. But in either team, was he top 3 importance in that team?
Verratti was better than him for Italy.
That's the
Verratti
thing.
was coming back from injury.
When Modric won it, he was the most important player by Croatia in a landslide. And at Real Madrid, you could argue was top 3. You could really after Ronaldo. Probably Ramos.
He was better than Ronaldo in that Champions League one.
I don't know.
In the last 2 Champions League ones, Ronaldo was rubbish.
But you could argue he was top 3.
Whoa.
He did nothing in the semi-finals and finals. He did nothing. Hey, tell me what he did in the finals.
So the last one is the last Ronaldo
Liverpool.
Champions League one is the Liverpool one.
What did he do?
It was bad in the final.
What was he doing in the semi-final?
The semi-final was
Who did he
against who? Atletico Madrid.
Was he Bayern? He didn't score an assist in that game in the semi-finals. In both the last 2 semi-finals and finals, he didn't score an assist.
No, because the one before that was Juve, wasn't it?
No, Juve was the first of the 3P.
So what was the second one? Atletico Madrid.
Atletico again, yeah.
Yeah, when it went to penalties.
Yeah, almost. What did he do? Tell me what he did in those finals. I didn't. Atletico Madrid one, I didn't even know who was playing. The Liverpool one, I knew he was playing because he was causing a stroke. He was doing a stroke when Bell did the overhead kick.
Yeah, the Atletico Madrid one, he wasn't great. That one was more Ramos. Bell scored in that final as well.
Yeah, the first one.
That's the first one, and he scored the penalty. That's the first.
Yeah, that's
And
the
the
very
3P
first.
is Juve, Atletico.
Juve scored in that one. Then the next one,
Juve, that's his best final.
Yeah, that's his best final.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Scored a brace.
But the Atletico, the Liverpool, was he there? Was he there? That's the question you need to ask. Was he there?
Was a team
Did
game,
you know he played? And the semi-finals, I don't know he was there as well.
I need to see those
Benzema
semi-finals.
was better in the semi-finals.
Semi-finals at Atletico.
It was Bayern in 1 year, and the goalkeeper was match fixing, and then
With Neuer.
no, it was Ulrich.
Oh yeah.
The goalkeeper was on a match fix.
Ulrich.
I need to see that Bayern because I feel like he's definitely scored in one of
He
those.
did not score in that one. Bayern, you talked about
I think he
Bayern
scored a
earlier.
No, he scored the free kick under the wall against Bayern.
Are you saying in the second, which one?
I think that might be 2015 or something.
Yeah. See,
That's a long time ago. Yeah,
It's a long
the free kick one was a long time ago.
they used to beat Bayern for fun anyway back there.
No,
And the Real Madrid match fixing thing was nuts. The Juve one, there's no way they should have beaten Juve in the 2-legged tie when Buffon got sent off. No way. No way.
The match fixing works both ways for the Spanish clubs.
Yeah, it works well for this.
You see Barcelona match fixing.
When?
against Chelsea.
Okay, that's the greatest.
It's a
match.
disgrace.
That's the best
Liverpool
one.
disgrace.
And against Arsenal, let's not even forget.
The Van Persie red card.
Let's not
That's a
forget
straight, man. That's a straight
I
match.
mean, they're both in match fixing, you know, to build a narrative of Messi, Ronaldo being the greatest of all time. They've got match fixing for those guys. For my guy, no match
Who
fixing.
the hell was watching? But how do we know that there's no match fixing for
Hey,
that guy?
it's not been reported.
No,
It's not been reported.
that's the only way you're getting away with that.
It's not been reported. Hey, go look at the film. But you guys are
Alright,
refused to look at the film.
I can't be watching in black and white.
I can watch it black and white.
It's Pele better than Salah.
He's better than all of them.
Pele ain't even better than Darren Bent.
Better than all of them. Name them all. Better than all of them.
Pele would be like,
Name
like
them
the
all.
Jermaine Defoe.
Yeah,
Name
in this
them all.
football, Pele would just be a guy.
In his football, he will be the best.
Are you sure?
Skills wise, I always say the most complete forward there's ever been.
I don't think he was. I didn't see him as a skill man. He was ahead of the guys physically back then.
Look at the
skills.
skills. Look at the skills he does. You see some of the skills you see Neymar and
His
those
skills
guys.
were not tight like that. His skills were not
Well,
tight
he's
like
doing
that.
He's
Hey,
not doing the
It wasn't a
Neymar
ball
thing.
control.
Come on.
It wasn't
Go
that
look
tight
at-
with ball
go look
control.
at the
Mr.
tape.
Aesthetic Neymar. He's not doing that.
Go look at the tape.
I said, the thing is with Neymar, yeah, Neymar has already said he's done. What did he say the last World Cup?
Last
is
one
as
really
well?
nice.
I'm done with guys with that kind of mentality. Well, how old is he? 29. He's gonna be 30. He's 30.
He's gonna be 30, I think, in February.
He's born in 92.
I think.
Yeah, he's gonna be 30 in February.
I remember when he was a young buck when I was coming up. I remember I was in year 10. They were telling me about this Neymar guy. Neymar. Was it the year, maybe year 8, year 9? One of those
Something
around
like
that
that.
age, the guy was telling me about this Neymar guy. And I was like, yeah, Brazilians don't know about football. Brazilian guys are not good at football. And then the guy came to Barcelona. I was like, boy, this is a talent. He hasn't lived up to those expectations for me, for the Neymar that I had.
I'm waiting for
Really?
I don't think
He's
not lived
he
up to
did not.
the-
He
to
has
the
not lived up to
expectations.
expectations.
Doesn't win a
At
Ballon d'Or.
30 years old, by now I thought he would have 2 or 3 Ballon d'Ors.
Yeah, but there's been 2 men that have been
That-
dominating football.
Modric got one.
Bernardo and Messi have given them some time. They had the Modric year, and then for about 2-3 years now, it's been up for grabs. They just been winning by default, basically.
I don't know. I feel like it's been even these 2-3 years where like it's been a little bit more up for grabs. I feel like that's the reason Neymar went to PSG in the first place. But to win it, you need to win the Champions League.
Messi hasn't won a Champions League in what someone said. How long has it been? It's nearly 9 years, 8
Yeah,
years.
but Messi's scoring 50 goals a season. Neymar's not going to really do that.
Yeah, and he was winning.
Well, it's unfortunate.
Neymar should just win the Champions League.
It's unfortunate because he's been unfortunate with injuries through the
Yeah,
season.
it's been unfortunate.
But however, the season where Bayern won the Champions League, there was a close game.
PSG,
could have taken over that game. If he wins that game, they could win the.
Remember when you guys used to say
Sure.
who would win the Ballon d'Or in 2020, and they would have like Neymar, Hazard, these guys.
He got none.
None of them.
Neymar hasn't got none.
No,
None.
yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah,
Neymar can win one though. World Cup is coming next year.
I hope so.
A Brazil World Cup.
If you want
is
a
curtains.
If he won a Copa America, it could have been insuring for this year.
Yeah, it could have. Yeah, it could
It
have.
was good in the Copa America this year.
Yeah, he was.
That was
good.
actually one of the best Neymars I've seen. He can't finish though.
His finishes, he's gone down the drain.
It's not the same.
I think Mbappe got a chance of winning Ballon d'Or before Neymar does.
Oh yeah, that's we know that. Especially with France, if you win another
Yeah,
one.
because France are a better national team. Don't you think?
But it's actually like, do you know in basketball when they got 2 stars in your team, like
Yeah.
it makes it harder. But he's got Benzema there. The guy's already giving Benzema praise.
But the thing about Neymar, what he said he should have won a Ballon d'Or when Messi Ronaldo kind of let it be up for grabs. Similar to Jordan when he left. What did Hakim do? He ate all those championships.
Yeah.
When Jordan left, Hakim took both those championships.
And Neymar didn't do it.
Then it's time for Neymar to take the chips on the table. He's not been doing it. Messi Ronaldo on the wane. It's time for you to rise up. You should be approaching the peak of your powers. Okay, to your defense a bit because Neymar is my favorite player. He had a few injuries, but being objective, compete objective. Like I said, that game against Bayern Munich, the game against Argentina.
Awful.
I won't say it was awful against Argentina, but those
The
are the
Bayern
games.
Munich game was awful.
Those are the games we needed to be, coming to the fore.
Hey, Hazard was my favourite player. And at this moment,
Hazard's a bum.
I can't
That's
even.
finished.
I think
Guys said Salah better.
Salah might have a better Premier legacy than Hazard, and that's gonna hurt me.
Do you think?
Goals
Whoa,
he's
yeah,
scoring.
boy. Salah's Premier legacy is high.
It's not just all about goals. This is what
It's not, but it's about memories. Salah got some goals you were gonna remember. That goal against Man City, and we're gonna talk about it
But
for a
not just the
while.
goals now.
Spurs,
What Salah's
Chelsea.
doing now, I mean, technically he's improved. Like stuff he's
He's
doing.
improved, but not to the same level.
Not
He's got-
Tim
he's
on
got-
Hazard.
He's
But
got
not
most
Tim
goals in
Hazard.
the season as well.
Not
Salah's
Tim-
got. When you look back at it, and the way people are analysing football now from a purely stats perspective, Hazard doesn't even look great to someone. If we were telling a 15-year-old now about Hazard, they wouldn't even like really.
So look at the stats.
They look at you like, whoa, what are you
There's
talking
only
about?
one season that I think his last season with Chelsea.
He was the only
He
one.
got like 20 goals and 15 assists.
Yeah.
No,
So
but
I thought-
his best season is the Mourinho. The season when Mourinho came back and they won it out. That's the best Hazard.
That's the best.
That's the best Hazard.
Yeah, but that's why you need to watch film. Yeah, I told my guy, you need to watch film because you can't just be going by assumptions and stuff. You actually need to watch this stuff because when people look back at Hazard's career, especially with statistics, it takes more of a bearing, and people have access to statistics on a more higher level in terms of the levels that we have. I'm assuming it's going to get higher. But look at Hazard getting 10 and 10 or something like that, or getting poor numbers compared to other guys. He's not going to look really good, but the guys who watched him, they know.
They know. That's the main thing. The guys that watched him, they know the way.
He's
that
gonna
you
use
feel,
this again. No, look, he's smiling because he's gonna use that.
No, but-
ability.
No, but the way that you feel when you see Hazard like making a run, like the goal he scored against Arsenal or the one he scored against Liverpool.
Hey
at
boy,
Anfield.
that guy.
Like those goals.
He's
Like,
an Anfield killer.
Yeah, that's different. That's completely different from anything. Well, Salah's got that goal against City now. Like
I don't have the same fear when I see Salah than when I see Hazard. Like Hazard
exactly.
I was scared. I was like, oh boy, this boy Hazard can embarrass. You can embarrass us. It's not like he might score a goal.
Yeah, he might score a goal. Like
Yeah,
but
but
it's not the
for
same.
people that really understand football, they understand that Hazard impacted the game on so many other different levels to what
Yeah,
Salah's
of course.
was doing before. Salah started to impact the game on more levels than he was previous seasons. But
He became less selfish.
yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, people like to say goals win games, and that people have to look at the most important stats: the goals, the scoreline.
Yeah.
It's gonna smile heavily on Salah, and when those people, the younger people, start to write the narratives, as technically we are right now, they're gonna be like, oh, Salah this, Salah that.
I'm gonna have to give Salah a lot of praise. I've got KDB overtaking Hazard soon as well. So
It's the same way how you guys, people are always denigrate Pele. They're gonna be denigrating Messi, Ronaldo, and I can't wait for it.
No
Don't
way.
bring that.
The
Oh,
numbers are
that-
there for them.
and
can't
they got
wait.
numbers though.
Yeah,
Our guys got
yeah,
numbers
but
though.
Pele's
The
got
next
numbers.
And they got colours, and we got 4K.
Pele's
Yeah,
got
we got
numbers.
4K.
Yeah,
We got
yeah,
4K
yeah.
on them, man.
Yeah, but you don't think they'll say something similar in the 50s?
No, virtual.
We got this, we got that, but when it's up,
No.
when we progress, and it's I don't know
You're
what
lucky, like, do you know Pele's a pioneer in this thing?
No, but I don't know what we're gonna progress to. But say there's like robo ref. I don't know. We're gonna do. There's gonna be a bad thing in the next 50 years.
Whatever,
They will be
man.
saying, "Oh, Messi and Ronaldo didn't do this." What? They're gonna be saying that.
Go Messi.
They're gonna be saying that.
Hey, Messi and Ronaldo.
That's why I laugh for you guys when you try to. They're gonna be saying the same
They
thing.
might
They
do.
won't.
They might.
Just
But I'll tell my
go-
kids,
go-
come and watch
go
this
with
clip.
it.
Watch this 10 minutes of Messi.
Yeah.
Watch these Ronaldo goals. They will see, oh, this is a
but
guy.
Yeah,
you'll be
exactly.
too busy trying to stay alive, man. People forget about that. You know what I mean? If you're the people that pioneer Pele, they're telling their kids, "Oh, go watch this clip." They gave up with
I
that.
don't know, the older Pele generation, they're probably
They're
quoted
gone.
still.
Yeah, they've gone.
Shout out to Pele though.
Shout out
Yeah,
Pele.
change
Shout
his
out Pele,
record.
Liverpool.
Change
Shout
his
out Pele.
records every
He
year.
doesn't change it.
Change the number.
Not my
of
guy
goals,
Messi.
so it's-
Well, how are we gonna change Messi's records? We are more accurate stats now.
Yeah, it is more accurate.
So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do to change it?
I don't say no. I'm gonna tell you to change Messi record. Pele doesn't change. I mean, there's this.
No, the one thing I do know is that I've seen that a lot of people now they're analysing people's performances. They don't even watch it. They just look at the rating that.
Who scored rating? or
Yeah,
whatever,
like, I'm like, bro, that's a terrible way to watch football because
That's where we're going.
so
I'm hoping there's gonna be a shift to back to actually watching football again. Like, at least we'll have less of
no,
a
true has happened.
of a power stranglehold on sports. But boy, the way it's going,
People don't watch. People don't want to watch football because they just want to see at the end of the day
you see highlights and stats.
highlights, stats.
That's
See
gonna be the
the
title
goal.
of the
Yeah,
for
we don't have
highlights
the
and
patience
stats.
to watch a man orchestrate the game. That's why guys love Bruno so much because watch a 3-minute clip, 3-minute highlight of Sky
Yeah.
Sports, and then it's like,
Attention
oh,
span's
Bruno was involved in all the play. Great,
They don't make 5-minute songs anymore. Everything's like 2 minutes 30 seconds now.
so instant.
Yeah.
Decided, but when I watch the
Microwave
game,
era.
guys won't even know how good Bernardo Silva is. We don't watch the game. This guy,
You go watch the film. Go watch the
Every
footage.
touch is intentional.
that's the
I
thing
like
about.
that. Every touch is intentional.
I love that. Fam. I love that about Bernardo. Everything he does.
Precise.
It's just so. It's just such a. It's so good to watch a player like that in full throttle, and then you got a man like Bruno. Every touch he does, he doesn't even know what's going on.
Inshallah.
It's a lot. But
But
at the end
still
of the day, it makes
creative in
things
their
happen.
own way, though. Creative in their own way.
His career, man, his career through utter chaos. That's him. Chaos midfielders.
My thing with Bruno, if he was doing this in the big games, boy,
He doesn't know. He doesn't do this in big games.
Yeah, he doesn't.
that's the thing. But if he was, then boy, I'd be like, cool.
Then when he's got Spurs though, Spurs always. You don't know how Arsenal used to pop up guys big 6 stats. Spurs are the new one. They would just pop you up. get your goals against you look good against the big six.
But that's, even though I'm just crediting stats, I'm gonna use some stats to back up one of my arguments, as we do. Salah, last 2 seasons, 70 goals, 70 games, 48 goals, 14 assists, 0.89 goals and assists per 90. The guy, LeBron James, the guy Lewandowski, 70 games for club and countries, by the way, 80 goals, 15 assists. That's 1.36 per 90. However, like I said before earlier, Champions League games, 100 Champions League games, 81 goals, 23 assists. That's more than a goal and assist a game.
I can't remember any of his goals in the last season.
I can't remember
Can you remember a Lewandowski goal?
a big goal.
I can't remember
like a deciding goal.
I can't remember.
Lewandowski.
Yeah. And don't bring up his goals against Munster. So like
The one against Real Madrid was at Dortmund.
Okay, that's a great game.
That's so. That's
you know what? I was still in school.
That's so long ago.
I was still in school. I wasn't even at uni.
Who did in quarters of the one season they won? See, I don't have connection with this one. Who did in the quarters of the season?
Chelsea.
He must have scored against Chelsea.
He did score against Chelsea.
Yeah, there you go, Chelsea.
But it wasn't the first or second.
It wasn't the first or second. No, I think Gnabry.
Scored. Hey! We're looking at
Gnabry was the killer.
We're looking at. I was looking at
Gnabry was there.
Gnabry's fallen back though.
Was Gnabry there against PSG? I think he might have been injured for one of the games.
I think he was injured, but Gnabry's fallen back to the pack. Like he's
Has
just not looking that good. Like
when I watch him, he looks cold.
Huh?
When I watch him, he looks cold.
Doesn't look that good. I saw like wasn't impressed.
Another what's called Arsenal gaff.
Yeah, gaff.
It would be better than what we have.
Even like guys like Gnabry, Szczesny.
No, that's not gaff.
But he plays for Juventus. He's doing well.
He's
Fabianski's doing well.
What's Juve doing?
Huh?
Juve have crap.
Well, not this season, but he starts for Juve. He's doing well.
Fabianski, obviously you can say Fabianski.
So many players we've had.
Martinez, that's a
Martinez doing well. He's let them go on his.
But anyway, Aston Villa rubbish. They just sacked their manager recently.
Yeah, it's crazy. But Messi,
harsh
PSG.
one though. Dean Smith. That was a harsh.
I don't think it was harsh because five losses are a lot, and especially with the money they got from Grealish, the recoup.
But
you invested a lot of money.
Adapt, man.
I think that's crazy though. With the money they got from Grealish, once you spend that money, Villa didn't really spend much money other than the Grealish money.
They spent
Buendia,
India,
Bailey,
Ings.
Yeah, Buendia, Ings, Bailey.
Who else did they get?
That's pretty much it.
Was it only 3?
I don't know if they got defenders, but from an attacking point of view, it's those 3.
I think it's just those 3, isn't it?
Yeah, and when you look at Grealish and he's like the way that Villa played last season,
it was Grealish and Insalot.
It's Grealish. That's their whole game plan. Like
they should have got another game plan. That's why he got sacked.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you've given Dean Smith the money to spend, and you're saying create a new game plan when you've been reliant on Grealish for 3 seasons, like with the similar sorts of players, it's gonna take a bit of time.
That's true.
For to bring these players in and to make something that's cohesive, make a cohesive style of play.
5 losses.
5 losses is bad.
To make a cohesive unit and lose 5 times, it just shows that it didn't have an identity. And defensively, you don't need to build. What you already have. The defenders haven't changed. Defensively, you should at least be like reasonable. Like I know it takes time for attacking players to blend, but defensively you had the same set of players, and you've been awful. Mings. We need to start talking on it.
I don't know how he got called up for the
How's he getting into the England squad? He should never, ever. He couldn't play with England C team.
Because that brother is eloquent. That's he gets English.
Well, eloquency, don't care. If England were to do a C team, he wouldn't get in there. Tomorrow he doesn't make play. Tomorrow he's playing big games week in, week out for AC Milan. He's not playing.
Yeah, but the English tax.
Even shout out my guy Ben White for Arsenal. Well.
Ben White is not in the England squad.
He should
Smith Rowe is though. ESR, my guy.
Accident.
The Croydon, the Bruin.
He's only there by accident because it's Rashford. Hey, Southgate got his guys. That man can not play for 6 months.
Who?
Southgate. He got his guys. Those guys can not play for 6 months.
Did Trippier make the team again?
Trippier didn't make it.
He didn't make
thank
it.
God.
Yeah.